within this GLP1 maintenance life, I'm also going to update you guys on my pursuit to get non-invasive cosmetic treatment to specifically target the lower glute area and skin tightening. So I knew that I was going to come to this phase initially in the beginning of my journey a long time ago, 12 years ago, when I first was pursuing losing the 115 pounds naturally. I knew that there would be a time at the end of the journey, my restructuring phase, my recomp phase of maintenance, that I would want to tighten up some areas in addition to maintaining my lifestyle habits, changes in my weight training routine, all the things. I'm never going to stop those things. But I just know I was going to need a little help in the lower gluteus maximus area. I was struggling when I lost 115 pounds, okay? I was struggling in the lower glute. Top glute is popping, okay? Lower glute just needs a little bit help. So, I'm completely comfortable with my research and my decision to go the non-invasive cosmetic route. I'm not going to spill the beans on the type of treatment yet. I'm going to wait till I fulfill the consultation and provide you guys an update in addition to my maintenance update, etc. But it is a treatment that I'm very comfortable with, and I think I will get the results that I'm hoping for. There's also another, there's another cosmetic treatment that I'm considering in case this does not work out in the favor that I wanted to. And this treatment is Sculptra, so it's more on the filler level. So this is a treatment that is an injection of FDA approved filler medication, or a filler fluid that goes into whatever area that you're treating, and is typically maintained with a monthly session. So you start off with your initial sessions of a filler, and then after that's done, you just continue with a 1 month maintenance regimen, just to continue to maintain and strengthen the effects, because I believe over time that it starts to lose its effect. But it definitely is recommended that you can continue its upkeep naturally with the weight training and your lifestyle changes, everything that's already in place. So for me, that's going to remain. I just want a little bit more of an aid. You feel me? I'm excited about that, but I'm thinking that my first option is the one that I'm gonna go with. I'm not gonna have to, revert to this other option. I mean, if I do, but I prefer this method. I think this method definitely works better for me, and I'm going to share that method with you in due time. I'm going to have the consultation first, and then hopefully, I will proceed with the session right after the consultation that day, or the next upcoming weeks. We'll see. But I am psyched about it, because I am finally in this type of phase. This is a part of my phase of maintenance. And I know I've been wanting to tackle the lower glutes for a while. That's something that just can happen with extreme weight loss. It doesn't matter that you're on a medication or not. You lose a large volume of weight, more cases than not, there would need to be some type of skin elasticity support or treatment in somewhere. And some, of course, continued strength training, weight training. But work has to be put in some areas. So for me, I've been definitely on the weight training kick, and that definitely has done wonders. I don't have to get an arm lift, because that was one of the major procedures that I was considering doing, was getting an arm lift, because I just thought that I was never going to lose my turkey wings. I've lived with them forever. I've had big arms, which has always been my area of low self-confidence for me, arms. For a while, when I was larger, I was always covering my arms. It didn't matter if it was in the summer or not. And I was tired of living my life like that. I'm like, man, is this something I just have to accept, that I will always have big jiggly arms? Even with my 115-pound weight loss, I still had the big arms. And my man still couldn't even understand why it bothers me. And I'm like, it just does, honey. It just does. You cannot resonate and relate with it because you're not inside my body. You have never been obese and overweight. So you cannot understand my challenges, my areas of low self-confidence in relation to it. You can't really understand how toning, losing weight in different areas of the body make a major difference for me in appearance. You know, and my arms was a major one of them. I'm like, I lost all this weight, but I still got big arms, big arms, okay? And I'm like, man, all right, so I'm gonna have to dish out, save money to get surgery. Consulted with a physician and everything. Got a price point, quote, and then went into mentally trying to figure out how I'm gonna save for this. Thank goodness for GLP1, because I believe I was considering this before I even came across GLP1 medication. I was just wrapping my head around, okay, I'm gonna have to lose this 40 plus pounds again, naturally again. Get back into the rat race. So grateful that I was able to have a helpful aid that made it a little bit easier. It does not make it completely easier, but it makes it a little easier. I did not have to go through it as much as I went through when I was losing it, straight intermittent fasting and running. That still was a diligent challenge in itself, that whole process. So I'm like, I really just want to get to the end goal. I want to get to my maintenance weight. I want to look somewhat the way I want to look like, you know. I want my arms to be right. I want my thighs to be together to an extent. I don't want to have loose, jiggly skin all over the place. You know, these were my thoughts. These were my thoughts. So, got on the GLP1 medication. It started doing its thing. The deficit was working. The suppression was working. The weight was dropping. And then the weight was dropping in my arms. I still was having the loose jiggleness. Then I started incorporating the weight training, and that weight training changed the game for me. My arms went from jiggle to what they are now. They're much more tight, and there is no need for me to get arm lift. I could save $13,000. You understand me? So I definitely am not one to run just, you know, let's just do the cosmetic route only. But it is good to have a layer of options, because sometimes cosmetic treatment is just necessary to get what you're trying to get, in addition to your lifestyle habits and your exercising habits, which is, you know, should be a part of your lifestyle habits. So at least I get to cancel that out, and now I'm only left with my lower glutes, killing them with this many variations of, well, not too many, I like to keep it simple, but I think about 4 variations of squats that I do. I have a solid routine. I do deadlifts, I do hip thrusts, I do sumo squats, I do back leg lifts, no games, okay? And I do about 100 sets of each of those exercises. So I definitely put the work in, and I am seeing some results, but in the lower glute area, I need just a little bit more help, and it's okay, and I'm okay with accepting that, okay? It is okay. Because that's just what comes with losing a drastic amount of weight, whether you want medication or not. Because like I said, I was already struggling when I lost 115 pounds in the lower glute area. It's just it got a little heavier with this final 40-pound weight loss, but that's okay. I'm here for the modifications, for the body recomp. I'm here for it, and I hope you're here for it too, because I am going to share every bit of my life on GLP1 with you all, okay? I'm here for it. I hope you're here for it. Because we out here changing. We out here changing the game. We're changing our mindset. We're changing our physical appearance. Okay? By changing our mindset. Y'all, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I'm just so excited to be able to share this with you guys, and I hope you are able to take away every bit of whatever from this and apply it to your life, apply it to your decisions. I love to be helpful, fruitful nuggets for all of you considering whatever. So that's what's on your girl's agenda so far, and I will tap back in with another update. I will get at you the next video. Be real.